All right, and with this expanded playoffs, where we're talking about Southmoreland maybe getting their second, playoff berth in over 40 years now. There's another team that's kind of been on the downswing in recent times that could maybe crack that playoff spot, and we're talking about the Yough Cougars. 4 teams make it out of 7, so Yough basically has to get in over a team like a South Allegheny or a team like a Mount Pleasant. But with all the experience coming back, Yough isn't going to be that team that gets destroyed, week in, week out like Brownsville might. What are your opinions here about the Cougars heading into 2021?
Yeah, the team that returns a lot, like you said. I don't think we're going to see. I'm not going to say they're going to win a lot of games, but I don't think we're going to see them get blown out in a lot of games. Yough is, like you said, they return a lot of seniors on this football team. Their schedule plays out nice. Now, week 0, they're at Albert Gallatin. That could be a tough one. We know AG's been very good since they have left the WPIL. I'm interested to see if they don't rejoin the WPIL starting next fall. That's here nor there. At Ringgold, I think they should win that game. Tough one. They're going to host Trinity. And then a big test, we'll see where really their season is when they host South Park on September the 17th. That's really when their season starts, in my opinion, and we'll see where this team is at from there.
And last season, Yough actually kept it close with a lot of those playoff teams. You're looking at an at South Park game where they kept it within 2, and I think that game was lost on a 2-point conversion by the South Park Eagles. But you're looking at a team that also kept it close a little bit with Valley toward the end of the year, kept it within double digits with Mount Pleasant, so they weren't getting completely destroyed by mediocre teams last year. But you're looking now where you're going to want to compete in a lot more of those games, and you're hoping that experience, especially on the offensive side of the ball, will do it for them. You're looking at them returning 2 of their 3 quarterbacks last season in Tristan Waldier and Gavin Roebuck, and then entering another quarterback into that rotation with Shane Super Swope transferring back from the Monessen Greyhounds. What are you looking at here from their quarterback battle? Do you think maybe they lean into one or more of those guys entering the season?
Yeah, I mean, you might see Yough have different packages for each quarterback depending on their skill set. I'm more of one that likes one quarterback, but at high school football, I know you can get away with having different packages and different looks for teams, and that is what puts Yough over the edge on a team they're competing with, like Southmoreland, South Allegheny, and Mount Pleasant for the middle teams in this conference. So it'll be interesting to see what they end up deciding to do, but it would be pretty cool to see them go with different packages for each quarterback.
Yeah, they're also going to have some help, especially in the backfield. It's Marbley, right? That's how you say their last name? Anyway, his brother, Kadeem Marbley, is coming back at running back, and there's some experience. Jacob McGill at running back also, and he's going to have weapons on the outside, and Caden Bizzozero, Tara Crosby, Cole Castronis. These are all guys that have been in the program, been a part of the program for years now, and, maybe this is the year where they start to turn a corner a little bit. Just looking at the schedule, though, I mean, it's not easy. Like, you're playing the last month of the season on the road, basically indefinitely. Only 3 home games out of 7 games all season. And this is a team that had 5 home games last season. So, you take what you get. What is this a team that might be able to survive, having all those road games, or is that going to be a little bit more of a detriment now?
Yeah, that's going to make it an uphill climb for sure. But it's going to be interesting to see. Like I said, I don't think this team is going to get blown out much. I think they're going to be in a lot of the games they play. So with that being said, it's going to come down to 1 or 2 plays to decide if it's going to be a win or loss.
Yeah, and some of those away games, we're looking at a team like Brownsville. That's basically a de facto home game. No offense to Brownsville, but they're close enough where you can say that the drive would be worth it to see a 41-6 blowout. But early in the season at Albert Gallatin, at Ringgold, at South Allegheny later in the year, at Valley with an out-of-conference game, Southmoreland, Elizabeth Forward as well, away game. So that's a tough away schedule. But the good thing is that out of those 3 teams that you're going to have to beat to get a playoff spot, you're playing 2 of them at home in South Park and Mount Pleasant.